welcome back to Running Geek Girl. My name is Heather and I am glad you are here today because it is time to talk a little bit about the gift giving season that we are in. But first of all, if you are not subscribed, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of the running content that I have coming out all the time. Well, the holiday season is upon us and there are a lot of people that are looking for gifts. So if you have friends that are runners, maybe you're looking for a running related gift for them and maybe you're a little stumped as to what you could give them, or maybe somebody that you love is a runner and they have sent this to you in the hopes that maybe you can come up with a few ideas of what gifts you could give them for the holiday season this year. So we're going to talk about some of the ideas. This is by no means a comprehensive list of everything that you could give someone who is a runner, but this should be enough to get you started so that you can figure out what price range you want to fit into and maybe give you some ideas of where to start looking so that you could give them the perfect holiday gift. First, let's start with the under $25 category. Now, some of these are small enough you could even use them as stocking stuffers if you wanted. We're going to start off with hair accessories. If the runner in your life has longer hair that they need to get out of the way when they are running, then perhaps give them something so that it can keep their hair out of their face while they are trying to work out. So things like hair ties, headbands, those are going to fit great into this category. Here's a couple of my personal favorites. This is one that I use a lot of times when I am running. My daughter uses these in her hair as well. You can see it's kind of spiraled, like if you're old enough to remember landline phones, how it was attached to the phone, then kind of reminds you of that. But these things really do a great job of hanging on to the hair and not letting it go anywhere. And as far as headbands go, whether you are male, female, doesn't matter. I would check out Junk brands, and I'm going to have a link to them down below, but they've got lots and lots of different styles to choose from. You could even get them customized if you wanted. And if you have a geek in your life, kind of like me, then they've got lots of geeky prints, especially themed around Marvel characters. So I've gotten quite a few of these before myself to keep my hair out of my face and kind of show off my Marvel fandom. So there's lots to look at there. I would definitely check them out. Next would be Body Glide. Runners absolutely hate to chafe, so if they have Body Glide, they can rub this on areas where they might be prone to chafing, and this kind of helps save them from a lot of pain and torment. Lip balm, very easy to find and very useful for runners, something that you can stick in a pocket because when you're outdoors a lot, especially running out in the wind, your lips can get chapped pretty easily, so this is definitely something handy to keep around. You could also pick up some of their favorite fuels. Find out the different kinds of gels or protein bars or chews that they like to use and maybe pick up a couple of packages for them. Running stickers. Maybe you've been out and about and you have seen all the people with the 26.2 stickers on the back of their car. There's lots of different types of stickers that you can choose from, so you could get them one of those so that they can show off their running prowess on their automobile. You could also head to the sports and outdoor section of your local store and find a disposable poncho or a thermal blanket. These are both really inexpensive and they are super handy to carry around. You may not know this, but a lot of runners will sometimes, if it is rainy outside and they're waiting to start a race, they will just wear a garbage bag over what they're wearing. A disposable poncho is way more useful. So if they could just have one of those, it's easy to stick in a pocket and they can have it in case they need it. And those thermal blankets are great for when you are waiting to start a race and it is super cold outside, or maybe they can stick it in a pocket and use it at the end of a race in order to keep themselves from cooling off too quickly. But two things that are inexpensive and very useful. You could also pick up a lacrosse ball. This is super helpful for trying to get into those hard to reach places when you're trying to massage out a sore area. You can put it up against a wall and massage out your back. Very, very useful. It's great for working out the feet as well. So lacrosse ball, easy to find, easy to pack. You could also pick up a box of KT tape. This is something that they'll use a whole lot, especially if they have an area where they tend to get sore, or if they have maybe a weaker area in one of their legs, ankles, things like that, then this can help save them a lot of pain when they are trying to go out for a race. Next would be cookbooks. Cookbooks are great because runners are always trying to dial in their nutrition and get ready for the next race. There are some really great ones out there. This is one that I use all the time, Run Fast, Cook Fast, Eat Slow. There's also one that came before this just called Run Fast, Eat Slow. I know Runner's World has one out that's called Eat and Run. So there are lots of running related cookbooks out there. So if you know a runner that's trying to work on their nutrition, this is definitely helpful. You could also pick up some Gooder sunglasses. Now, runners are always trying to keep the sun out of their eyes, and it's super great to have eye protection when you are out on a run. Keep your eyes safe from the sun. Gooder has so many different styles, so many different colors, and they are $25. So very useful. I've used these so many times. They're lightweight. They don't slip when my face gets all sweaty. So definitely recommend. If you are running out in the super cold, your runner may need a good pair of gloves in order to keep their hands from freezing up. So check out a nice pair of running gloves for them to wear as well. Let's move on to the under $50 category. So these are going to be a little more expensive, but definitely useful. First of all, you could look for a hat or a visor. I recommend the brand Head Sweats. They are lightweight. They have a ton of different styles. They've got visors, different types of caps and hats. They come in so many different colors, and they do a great job of wicking away sweat and keeping the sweat out of your eyes while you are running. Next would be a Road ID, and this is really to help everyone have peace of mind. Road ID gets your name and your emergency contacts on your wrist at all times, as well as any medications or allergies that you may have. These are really useful because if the worst were to happen and you are not able to speak and give emergency personnel your information, then this has your information for you in order to help save your life. There are so many people that have benefited from these. I would definitely check them out. They've got a ton of different styles. They even have some that will fit onto your Garmin, your Chorus, your Apple Watch. So definitely check them out. One thing that runners never can have enough of, and that is socks. Maybe find a pair of running socks. You may want to check into types of socks that they tend to run in and see if you can find something, or runners are always open to trying something new. So just find out what kind of socks they like, or maybe find what a whole lot of people recommend and go with that. You can also check out compression socks. One of the most accessible brands is going to be Pro Compression. They have calf sleeves, arm sleeves, they have knee highs, they have calf high, they have ankle high. And all with graduated compression so that you could wear these all day long, and they're going to help your legs out. So you can check those out. They come in so many colors, so many styles. I have the entire Harry Potter set. I've got a whole bunch of different colors, so I would check those out as well. You could also check out the Summer Pro brand. I have a review of them on my channel. I have a link up here if you would like to check them out for yourself. Next up would be a magazine subscription. There are some great running magazines out there, and this will keep your runner entertained and up to date on the latest technologies in shoes and gear and equipment, runners, inspirational stories. Magazines are great. So you could check out Runner's World would of course be the standard. You could also check out Outside Magazine. If you have a trail runner, they have Ultra Running Magazine. They have women's running. So there's lots of different ones that you can choose from. So maybe find one that would appeal to the runner in your life and sign them up for a subscription for the next year. Next up would be a headlamp. If your runner gets up early in the day or has to run at night, then they're going to need a light for their way. So pick up a headlamp for them to wear. This is by BioLite. This is one that I definitely recommend. They are lightweight. The band here is moisture wicking, works in a lot of different modes. It remembers the last mode that you use. You can lock it so that the battery doesn't wear down, and it is rechargeable. So definitely check out BioLite. Next up is a flip belt. I have been using flip belts for years, especially in leggings where I don't have pockets. If your runner likes to go out on long runs and take stuff with them, these are great. It has little slots in the front and in the back so that you can slide in your phone, a gel, ID, credit card. It's got a nice little hook in here so that I can hang my key on it and not lose that. It even has in the slots in the back, you can keep gels back there, or they make water bottles that will fit into your flip belt if you tend to go on really long and hot runs. So this is definitely one that your runner will use a lot. Next up would be the Runner Box. Now Runner Box is a subscription service, or you could just buy one Runner Box at a time. Especially this time of year, they put out a special holiday edition Runner Box with lots of different products for your runner to try out, all of it running related, all of it really, really good. I got a runner box from someone last year and I absolutely loved it. I used every single thing that was in that box. So check them out. You can buy the holiday one, or you can check out a possible subscription if you're willing to spend just a little more on that runner. Next would be a medal hanger. We all like to show off our bling. So if your runner has been getting into a lot of races and they have some medals that they would love to show off, pick up a medal hanger for them so that they can show them. There are lots of different companies that make these. If you check out Etsy, there are a lot of people that make very customized medal hangers. So you can get someone's name, if they have an inspirational phrase that they always use, just anything like that. You're going to be able to find a medal hanger for it so they can put that up on the wall and show off what they've earned. Or your runner just may need to relax, so why not find your local massage parlor and get them a gift certificate for a massage. Now, it's not just for relaxation. Runners tend to get a lot of knots and kinks and who knows what all in your muscles, and especially if you can find someone who does sports massage, specializes in sports massage, then this can be something super beneficial, especially if your runner has just come from maybe a longer race, and this can help them to recover more quickly. Let's say that you're ready to spend under $100 on your runner. So let's take a look at some of the things that you could get that are just a little bit more expensive. First of all runners need to be doing regular strength training, and a lot of times that's going to require a nice yoga mat in order for you to lay it out and do your strength training on, just so you're not on the bare floor. Now, I recommend the yoga mats by PopFlex. Cassie Ho is a Pilates instructor that's been online for a long time. She has developed her own activewear line, and one of the things that she has also developed is the PopFlex yoga mat. It is vegan suede. She has them in a bunch of different prints. They are soft, they are cushy, they are just big enough for you to exercise on, and they're made of such a great material that the more you sweat, the grippier it gets, so you're not going to slide all over the place as you are sweating. Definitely look her up. It's under PopFlex, and it is the vegan suede yoga mat. Next up, if you are in a cold area and you know that your runner is going to have to keep their legs nice and warm while they go out on long runs, check out the fleece line tights by Title 9. Title 9 is the company, and they make these amazingly soft and warm fleece tights. So definitely going to keep your runner warm while they are out for many hours. You can also gift your runner a race entry. If you know that there's a race that they have been dying to run, then perhaps give them some money towards the entry for that race. Let them know that it is specifically for that race. Maybe if they are fundraising for a race that they're already entered into, maybe make a donation towards their fundraiser. But one of the greatest gifts that you could give a runner is the chance to run. Does your runner like to listen to music or podcasts or audiobooks while they are out on a long run? Then check out Shocks. Shocks are open ear, bone conducting headphones. I swear by them. I cannot go on a run without them. They are so useful. I can listen to music, I can listen to podcasts and still have my ears open so I can hear cars coming up behind me, or dogs, or people on bikes. I can be aware of everything that is happening around me. So it's great for safety and for entertainment. You could also get your runner a massage gun. Super great for recovery. Gets into lots of different places. There are so many of them out on the market right now. Just look around. I guarantee you're going to find something that's going to work. Here's another one that I highly recommend. Again, if your runner needs to go out in the dark, then this is something they're definitely going to want. And this is the Knox Gear Tracer 360. This is a vest that you wear over what you are wearing, and it lights up. There are lots of different modes you can use, tons of different colors you can choose from. You can also make it change colors. You can make it flash and strobe. So there is absolutely no way that cars are going to miss you, because you are going to be seen while you are out there. So this is super important for safety. It's super useful, and I always get a lot of compliments every time I wear it. And finally, let's go to the no limits category, where if you have all the money to spend on your runner, then let's go nuts. Let's look at some of the higher end stuff that you could get. First of all would be the Title 9 fleece jackets. Again, if you have someone that is going to be out in the cold for a long amount of time, these are super warm and super comfortable. So this is definitely going to help your runner out if they are out in the cold for a while. Next up would be a treadmill. Yes, we all call it the treadmill, but when you live in a place that gets really, really hot in the summer or really, really cold in the winter or tends to have conditions that are not conducive to running, then you're going to have to find some way to get your run in, and a treadmill is the way to do it. On the lower end of treadmills, you can find them for a couple of $100, or if you go all the way with all the bells and whistles, you can find some for several $1,000s. So just kind of anywhere in between. If you want to spend a lot of money on your runner, then give them the gift of being able to run whenever, wherever. Next up would be recovery boots. Now these are very, very pricey, but if you are looking to absolutely pamper your runner, then they can put these on after a long run or after a race. It will help heat and massage all the muscles in the legs and give them a chance to recover a little more quickly. Next up would be a weight set and a weight bench. So again, runners are needing to do strength training all the time, and trust me, if you have your own set of weights and your own weight bench so that you don't have to go out to a gym, so you can work on your own, if you have this in your own workout area, then that is absolutely pampering your runner there, giving them the chance to do the strength training right in the comfort of their own home. Next up is a Vitamix blender. Vitamix is top of the line when it comes to blenders. So if your runner is into recovery smoothies, especially if you're looking to kind of up your nutrition game, Vitamix is going to be the top of the line. You will never ever want another blender after this because Vitamix can do it all. You could also treat them to a fitness watch. This could be a Garmin, a Coros, a Fitbit, an Apple Watch. There are lots of different options out there, all of them offering different things. I know that right now kind of the standards are the Coros and the Garmin right now. So you could check those out, maybe see what your runner would be into. There's a lot of different options out there. So just go look around, ask at your local running store. They can kind of point you in the right direction. Now, earlier I mentioned the Shocks bone conducting headphone. If you want to step it up a little bit more and go into the over $100 version of it, then get the Shocks Open Run Pro. These are their top of the line running headphones, still bone conducting, but better sound quality, longer lasting battery, more waterproofing. So if you want to go just a step up on those, check out the Open Run Pro. Next would be the Roll Recovery R8 Deep Tissue Massage Roller. I have seen so many people that use these. It is definitely a splurge in order to get this, but this is something that you can absolutely use on all parts of your legs because it's all about recovering your legs when you are done with a long run. These get right into all the muscle fibers and the tissues and kind of makes it a whole lot easier to recover. Very relaxing, very useful. I know a lot of people that absolutely swear by these, so if you're willing to spend the money on that, then this is a great splurge. And finally, we have a waterproof jacket. If you have a runner, especially if they're going to be out on trails, a lot of trail races will require you to have a waterproof jacket, and not just any jacket. You've got to have the type with the tape seams, the ones that are not water resistant but waterproof in order to keep the rain out. So this is one, if you live in a rainy area especially, or if you know someone who is a trail runner, they are definitely going to need a top of the line waterproof jacket. So that's definitely something you could check out. So there you go. There are some ideas in different price categories for gifts for the runner in your life. Again, not a comprehensive list, but this can give you a great jumping off point to figure out what it is that you would like to give them. So what did you think? Would you want any of these gifts for yourself if you are a runner? If you are not a runner and you're looking for ideas for a runner, did this give you any ideas of what you could possibly give during this holiday season? Why don't you let me know down in the comments below. If you found this helpful, you could also give this video a big thumbs up. Both of those do help us get out to more runners and friends of runners just like you. You could also follow me on social media. All the links are down in the description. You can find me across all platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so glad you could be here. Remember to laugh hard, run fast, and be kind. I'll see you later.